I try to see it as a performance sometimes, especially when I'm playing at home, because I want the crowd to also have a good time, and I do think about that a little bit, so I do a little bit of extra stuff. Making random noises on the court, trying to get the crowd going, or trying to get my teammates or myself going, and that's where I find the most joy on court. I just try to have as much fun as possible.
Arizona's Jay Friend is finding fun in all that he does, and he is literally doing it all. The senior is currently one of the highest rated college players in the U.S.
Jay Friend is your 2025 ITA All-American champion here in Tulsa.
Has won 3 gold medals on an international stage.
Jay Friend of Japan takes the gold.
Recently claimed his first title win on the pro circuit, and is also a first-team academic All-American with a 4.0 studying economics.
He's one of a kind. He's one of those guys that's very team-oriented, looking at it of how can I help the guys around me and being a great captain and leader.
So it only makes sense that a one-of-a-kind player also has a one-of-a-kind story.
Give it up for Jay Friend!
I was born in Tokyo, Japan. Moved out when I was 3 to New Zealand for around 6 months, and then moved to Singapore for around 9 or 10 years, and then moved to Australia for 1 year, then to Holland for the next 4, and in there 1 year in Spain, Barcelona. It was great because I got to meet a lot of great coaches. I met great coaches in Australia, Spain, Singapore, and most recently in the Netherlands, and I just got to see so many different ways of playing tennis, because there are actually different styles of playing tennis around the world. You got the clay, the hard courts, and I think also being in Europe, I was able to travel around Europe very easily and play a lot of tournaments. I was never able to win in the early age groups like the 12s, because they would just put the ball in and moon ball, and I just wanted to slap every ball, and I would never win. But luckily my mom and my coaches, they told me I was doing the right thing. They weren't trying to get me to peak when I was 12 years old. My mom, I would say she was my first coach, and basically one of my main coaches up until I was around 14. Even the past summer, she was feeding me balls every single day for a couple hours.
His mom's tennis wisdom proved true, and as Jay steadily grew in the sport, a few doors to play college in the United States began to swing open.
YouTube recruiting, that's what he likes to call it. There are a couple tournaments that were live streamed, so just sent those videos out and just hoped and prayed.
Well, he lives like 7,000 miles away. It's not an easy trip for me. So obviously, yeah, I saw him play on YouTube or whatever, a video online, and then, you know, I liked his game and we had a conversation. I think our first conversation was like an hour long, and I walked away from that conversation saying, we got to have this guy on our team.
Once I came on the visit and met Clancy and saw the facilities, I made my decision right there.
And since arriving in Tucson, Jay's game has continued to accelerate, building into what is now shaping up to be a historic season for the senior.
It was unreal, because going into the ITA All-Americans, I had pretty much zero confidence. I was getting whooped around by every single guy on the team in practice. But once I got into the tournament and got things rolling, then everything started to click, and I didn't have to think about anything I was doing on court. It just flowed into the next.
Jay Friend, the Arizona senior, is your 2025 ITA All-American champion here in Tulsa.
To go the next week and build from that momentum, same thing, I didn't think about anything, everything just kind of worked out, and I played my best 2 weeks of tennis, probably of my life.
You know, those are things that you'll carry the rest of your life as a coach. Seeing his, 13-match win streak in a row and being a part of it was really cool, because it's part of his journey now that he believes he can be a professional player, and to win his first professional title at that level, which is kind of a mid-level, it's not like one of the lower level tournaments, it's incredible. And then to win one of the national championships wearing Arizona gear was really sweet and special. But then also his humility to like come back and get to work and to help the other guys on the team was really cool. It seems like yesterday he was just playing on these courts, a real baby face, you know, didn't know anything about college tennis, and then, you know, to being this year the #1 player in the country and how far he's come.
Honestly, I didn't believe that I could play in professional tennis coming into Arizona, but because of the strides I made in my game, because of Clancy and because of playing with such great players every single day, then now I fully believe that I can make that jump, and it's in my plans to do that, to play professional tennis.